Hello and welcome to Gadget Guru. I'm sitting here by myself because Rajiv is presumably off somewhere licking his wounds after that complete and total humiliation last week in the golfing episode. Rajiv doesn't want to be seen anywhere near me these days. But he's also trying to do some work and I'll tell you all about it. Another reason for being out here, we are trying to figure out ways of getting internet connectivity in different places. So what do you do when you're out on the go, when you're in an outdoor location like this? It's really lovely to be sitting out here trying to do some work. How do you get fast internet? Now the standard answer, obviously, you put in a USB dongle. But other ideas are starting to come up. A company like Ticona, for example, is talking about giving 4G connectivity. How do they do it? You essentially have to put in a tower like this one. If you can see that little white thing out there, that's a Ticona tower. And they say if you put something like that in your house, you actually get really fast speeds. Now we're going to test it out and we're going to put that claim to test. But Rajiv, he's out there with Prakash Bajpai, the managing director and CEO of Ticona. Let's see what he found out from him.
Yes, Vikram, I'm taking up that challenge and I'm going to solve that one problem that has plagued you and of course plagued us because you keep howling about it all the time, and that is you can't get a decent broadband connection in your house. Well, I'm actually taking the challenge and the solution, Ticona. So first of all, the name itself is unusual. With me is the CEO, Managing Director of Ticona Digital Networks, Mr. Prakash Bajpai. What does Ticona mean? not the most techie sounding name for a digital network and everything else that you're really doing.
Well, in a way, because we in Ticona believe that we are building a next generation broadband ecosystem.
Okay. So this is the next generation name, is that what we should take it to?
Yes, you could actually.
Okay, let me just make this very clear to everybody out there. I want a connection in my house. You will deliver me a box. And that's all. No wires to be attached to it. And that will be a two-way box. It will be able to get the input of broadband into that box. It will catch your signal. And also it will be a box that will make my house or my office or my entire corporate Wi-Fi enabled. Am I right?
That's right. That's quite correct.
So you're taking away almost all the challenges we have currently with getting a connection, getting the cabling in, and then buying a Wi-Fi router to make sure my house is actually Wi-Fi enabled. You're taking care of it with one box.
Yes, indeed. I mean, that's indeed the value proposition that we are committing to our customers.
What technology backbone is it using?
Essentially, it uses 4G technology components. Essentially, what it means is that it's a higher spectrum efficiency. So you can package a lot of more broadband capacity in the limited spectrum that is available.
Okay. Now, one of the dreams has always been that I start work in my house, let's say on a notebook computer. I'm, let's say, uploading a file. And suddenly I realize I'm running really late and I have 3 other things to do. On your network, once I've logged in, let's say at my house, and I get into my car and I'm driving to my office, just like a mobile phone, will there be handovers or do I need to re-log in if I go out of one network?
Yes, handovers are a natural part of the entire network scheme.
Okay.
So it's a question of how contiguous is my network built up.
Once you are everywhere, then will I get dropped because I came out of one and into another?
No, not at all.
So I can just continue. So this is exactly what the WiMAX and other dreams were, that a whole city and a whole country you could travel across states and you will never get disconnected.
That is true. We are actually now, as we are speaking, today Indore has gone live. With that we become 10 cities operational. Okay. Other cities are gradually building up.
So sounds good. I think all in all, I think this may well be a happy story for us at Gadget Guru, because finally I think we're solving one of the greater problems that we've all had. Thank you for coming on the show, and I hope and wish you all success. And I hope, Vikram, you're a happy person, because I think we've really solved it. All you need to do is go and get a Ticona connection.
So I tell you what, I've just booted this up and I've run speedtest.net on this, and the speeds have really got a 1.85 Mbps at that's the download and 0.48 for the upload, which isn't bad, but it's not absolutely exceptional, not yet anywhere. Those sort of speeds, it will take about 58 minutes to get a 800 MB movie. But Shanu's out there, she's going out there testing. Shanu, all sorts of exciting new ways to actually get on to the internet. I see that you're somewhere out there in the NCR and you're about to go to a place where you might be able to test it in a residential area. What do you think of the idea, for starters?
Well, Vikram, I totally agree with you. I think it's a brilliant idea to maybe go to a residence. And while we speak, I know of a residence where the Ticona connection is being installed. So maybe I should go there right away. Divijot, I believe you've had the terrible time trying to Wi-Fi this house, is it?
That's right. We've got multiple rooms, multiple floors. We've got multiple devices that I'd like to use the internet on. But we never seem to have gotten the entire house Wi-Fi'd. We've always had blind spots and not been able to use the internet in strategic locations.
So do you think Tikona is going to help you do that?
We really hope so.
So I think we shouldn't really waste time. Let's go ahead and actually plug and play and test it, whether it's really 4G and how it's going.
I'm going.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
So that was it?
Okay, so that was quite simple. Just plug it in and it kind of starts working.
Yeah. It doesn't look like a router.
Yeah, so it's interestingly shaped too. Brilliant, and that didn't even take like count 10 and it's done.
Yeah.
Good, but you know there's an interesting bit to it. They don't really need to come to every customer's house to actually put that signal up, because if in this locality, for example, now they've put it in your house, the entire lane probably will have the Tikona signal.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So now it's time to actually put this thing to test. So let's go to the various levels of the house and test it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Let's go.
ready? Let's go.
Please. It's working fine here. Download speeds are good. It's working fine on the second floor. So let's check it out on the ground floor. Okay, it's working fine on all the floors. Oh, this looks great.
Okay, so seems that Divijot is absolutely happy with his connection from Tikona. Well, after all, his entire house is Wi-Fi, something that he could never manage really earlier. Well, Vikram, it's over to you.
Okay, so that's a test in a residential zone. Now, Karan is out there in this building trying to test this in real-world office conditions. What's the sort of speed that he's got?
Now, Tikona claims that they have 4G, up to 4G speed. I have my apprehensions, but then let's put it to the test. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm going to play some YouTube videos, at the same time surf the net, and then let's see how the testing is. So, internet speeds while we are doing multitasking on the net. Let's get started. Multitasking on net while surfing the web and watching YouTube videos, we got speeds of up to 1.98 Mbps, which is more or less like any other decent Wi-Fi connection available in India. Okay, location to test to. Right now I'm in the conference room, the special NDTV conference room, and there's a reason why I'm here. This room is exactly under that pole where that wireless connection is installed. What I'm about to do is I'm going to watch live television on the internet. I'm going to watch live NDTV. In fact, you guys can also do it on ndtv.com, but I'm going to watch live NDTV on the net. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to test what the speeds are while I'm watching it on the wireless connection by Tikona, and I have a USB dongle over here. So vis-a-vis, I'm going to watch exactly the same website, the same live television, and test what the speeds are like. Let's get started. To our amazement, watching live TV was smoother than we expected, as the speed rose up to a whopping 3.95 Mbps. And even though our USB dongle was pretty decent, with speeds of up to 0.85 Mbps, it was obviously no match to a well-installed Wi-Fi structure in the building.
And incidentally, a number of companies are also starting to come up saying that their USB dongles are giving better and better speeds than ever. Alright, so that's it on this episode of Gadget Guru. Final take on Tikona and all the other services that are coming up. we're all moving in the right direction. We're all getting to these 1.8 type speeds, sometimes 2, but we are still really waiting for that breakthrough Wi-Fi or WiMAX product, something that can give you the sort of speeds that you do get when you are plugged in to the network cable with Ethernet coming in. That may take years to happen, but when are we going to get real 3G, real 4G? I think we may have to wait till the end of the year, but we'll wait and we'll watch. Thanks for watching Gadget Guru. We'll be back again next week, same time, different place.